Alrighty, here we
Hello.
go. Live
Yay!
again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aussie Carnivore Connection. I'm DC from DC Learning to Live. Today we are joined with the big Dave Mack, the lovely
Hey.
Limitless Lindy, and we
Hi.
have a new face for you, Lisa Wanderess from Lisa
Hey.
Wanderess on YouTube. We'll show you her channel in a minute, and you can go check her out. And please give her a like and subscribe. All right, so first off, let's start with Lisa's story, because just a quick story, and then we'll get into the rest of the evening. If you do have a question for any of us, please put the cues in front of the questions so that we can see and try and get back to each one. Okay. Alrighty. G'day, everyone.
G'day.
G'day.
So, Liz, you
G'day.
want to give us a quick rundown? Tell us just a quick bit about your story.
Yeah, sure. I got diagnosed with severe seropositive rheumatoid arthritis in 2015. I woke up one morning and I couldn't walk. I literally just stood down on my feet and couldn't walk at all, which is pretty dramatic. Very long process of various medications and trying to do it naturally didn't work. So I was on some lots and lots of like chemotherapy type medications that they start you off with, and eventually when everything just seized up and I ended up in a wheelchair completely locked in every joint in my body, I was put on biologic medications, which are really, really hard to handle, but I took it. I was still determined to find a healing natural approach. So researching, I came across a couple of people who were talking about whole foods, plant-based, vegan diet being helpful. So I went down that route and religiously, like really, really, really was determined that it would help me. But from being whole foods, plant-based, what actually happened, I was still having to take my medication. I couldn't miss a dose. I actually got sicker and sicker with a lot of other things. So I had interstitial cystitis, which is painful bladder disease. I had vertigo. I had TMJ pain really bad. My skin was itching all over. I was having night sweats. They tested me for so many things. I was spending so much money at doctors trying to work out what is wrong with me. And eventually I had a really amazing doctor suggest that I try carnivore diet. And I was very skeptical because even before I'd done the whole food plant-based vegan thing with no oils or anything, I always, I was pretty much vegetarian most of my life as well. So the idea of eating meat was really kind of like, I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I think it's gross. But, you know, he was like, what have you got to lose? And at that point, I was so desperate. I said, all right, I'll give it a go. I'll try it for 30 days and see how I go. Now, not on his recommendations, I decided to not take my medication as well when I started carnivore, which is, I wouldn't recommend that to other people. That was just, my doctor even said that was a bit silly. But I didn't think that this carnivore would work. I wanted to prove my doctor wrong and just, you know, tell him that it was a load of crap. But blow me down. 3 days came through. Within 3 days, like all those other symptoms just disappeared. Like my head I felt like I'd been so depressed and brain fog and had so many things going on mentally. I was like, oh, I actually feel kind of good, you know. And I think at 3 weeks, I made a video saying, like, I don't want to shout this from the rooftops, but I'm actually feeling kind of good. By 3 months, still feeling good. I made another video on my channel about that. And also, you know, my body started transforming as well. And that was not my aim. I know a lot of people do carnivore to lose weight, but for me, it was strictly health benefits. I was desperate. Yeah. And it's now actually coming up on March the 10th. It'll be my carniversary.
Yay.
Yay. And as still absolutely symptom free and still not on any medication at all. So yeah, you got to be happy with that.
That is dramatic. That is dramatic. Wow, well, very lucky actually your doctor suggested carnivore. Where was that?
In Mullaney.
Oh, cool.
I shouldn't say that because he doesn't probably want me to say that because he said he's limited about the things he can say. But I was really he does a few things that are a little bit, you know, outside of the box. And when we talked about it even the other day, he said, look, you know, I'm not supposed to recommend this to you. I'm not supposed to say those sorts of things, but you know, he obviously suggested after that certain amount of time that I start adding other things back in, which I did try various things. But I've found that when I eat anything else, I've had normal meals. I've even had a vegan meal when I had some friends visiting. I said, I'll eat what you eat. And strangely enough, those random meals haven't affected any of my other symptoms at all. But the thing I do notice is mental health starts to sort of I just don't feel as positive and perky and energetic and focused. Like I feel like if I've had anything with carbs or sugar in it, it's just instant depression for me. So so mental health benefits.
Yeah, that's just one thing like I mentioned to everyone else that I speak to. It's amazing how you get used to, or amazing how crap you get used to feeling, you know.
Right.
And you think it's the normal thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think, you know, if most of your life's been, you know, vegetarian, would have led to the arthritis, very weak joints and oxalates building up. And
don't even get me started on oxalates. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If I told you what I was eating, because I was of the silly mind that the more green leafy vegetables I ate, the healthier I would be. So we're talking green smoothies with handfuls of every kind of green leafy thing I could find, and cacao powder and almond milk. Yay, there's your oxalate quota just like 10 times right there in that one thing, you know. And then on top I was putting spinach in with my black beans and my brown rice and all this and almond butter, just eating it out of the jar. Like I was so when I first went carnivore, like I don't know, I think it was about 2 or 3 months, I started getting these itchy, scabby sores all over my scalp, and like golden crystals were literally coming out of my head.
Oh, wow.
The oxalates decided to just go like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how sensitive, after going clean on the carnivore diet, it's amazing how sensitive you are afterwards. You notice how these foods make you feel. You know? Whereas before we just didn't notice because all our senses are just turned off, you know.
Yeah.
And we just put it down to getting old. I'm getting old. That's all it is. Yeah.
People kept saying that to me. They said,
you think you're eating right. You think you're following the guidelines.
Yeah, well, that's it. You're doing, in my case, it wasn't even the guidelines. I was doing an extreme version that was meant to be healthy. But whenever I'd complain about all my symptoms, people say, oh, getting old sucks. And I think, I'm 55. I mean, I've only just turned 55. I'm 50-something. Like, you know, I don't expect to be having getting old symptoms at this point. Another 20 years you can say that to me and I'll be fine. But not now.
Yeah,
that's right. Exactly. Yeah. Actually, I was thinking that when I was 38.
Oh, no.
I was 38 and I was starting to slow down. I was training with, I had a group of basketballers that used to go to these really long stairs in Japan, and we'd be racing up and down these stairs all the time. And I was always beating them. Like these kids are like 18, 20, 22. So I was still pretty quick. But every now and then I'd have a day where I just couldn't keep up with them. You know, I was getting really slow. So I thought, geez, I'm just getting old, you know, at 38. Oh, well.
No. I love it. Annabelle, I had some chocolate in December and I cried and cried. Right? I had the same thing.
Yeah.
I ate chocolate because Christmas time and there was chocolate around. And if you watch my channel, you will see my very depressing alone at Christmas time video where I just feel like the world is ending. So I get you, Annabelle. Totally.
You got to be careful with chocolates. You know, they're full of seed oils, you know, these days. You have a look at we did the Australia Day one. We were looking at Milo. Right, what I keep trying to emphasize to people: don't just look at the nutrition chart. Look at the ingredients. The ingredients will always tell you that there are seed oils in these things, and it's the same with chocolates. You know, it's not the chocolate that's going to make you feel bad, but those seed oils they're gonna wreck you.
I did have some 95% lint, and I read the ingredients on that, and that's pretty much just cocoa and cocoa butter, and actually that wasn't as bad. I could get a chocolate fix and it wasn't bad, but I ate the naughty kind of chocolates. Christmas is bad.
Well, you know, we're all human, you know, so we all have these weaknesses.
Yeah.
And especially like after a lifetime of addiction to these foods, it's very, very difficult to keep
and it is an addiction. It really, really
it really is.
Yeah. Have any of you had a problem with the dairy side of things? Because I got into cream cheese for a while and told myself that I could get away with that. But then I just found that I was actually eating the whole tub of 250 grams of cream cheese. And then I told myself it was okay. I could do that once a week. I was eating like it was ice cream. It was so good. And then I'd buy like a couple of tubs. And then if there's a tub sitting in the fridge, I'd finish one and go to the second one. And then I just realized I absolutely cannot, even with like plain Greek yogurt, which supposedly eats the lactose and whatever, but there's still something in the dairy. I bought a little tub and I just tested it to see if it was like going to harm me in any way. I was like, no, that seems to be fine. So then I bought a 500-gram tub and I thought, well, if I just have 100 grams every night, that would be fine. No, I ate the whole 500-gram tub in one sitting. So I don't buy it anymore because I just know it just triggers off that. I don't know. I didn't realize it was so addictive. It really is.
Yeah, they really are. So you have to be very careful about that stuff. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just show everyone your channel, and I think we might kick off a few things.
Annabelle's got cream cheese as well. Stay away from the cream cheese, Annabelle.
So this is all about Lisa Wanderess. Okay, so go on over, check out her channel, give her a subscribe, and she's, as she said before, she's wandering around Australia basically, living in a caravan.
Yeah,
so very cool, very interesting. Had some very cool. She also plays the saxophone, so very cool.
Yeah, and I have made a playlist with just my carnivore videos, and there will be updates soon. But I was on the road when it came to the 6-month one. I was on the road again, so it becomes more about my road tripping life and less about other things. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Do you have a favorite place you've stopped, Lisa?
Oh my gosh, you'd be surprised how many times people ask me that question. I love that question because I have the greatest answer for it. My favorite place is honestly the road from one place to another place. It's the road. The road.
Oh, no.
I go to so many places and I go, oh, I love this place. I could live here. And then I roll along and I feel like all happy on the road. And then I go to another place. And, oh, I love this place too. I could live here. And then I just decided, well, if I just live in my caravan, I can go to all those lovely places. But I mean, Mullaney is always going to have a special place in my heart because I did actually live there for 9 years. It's up on the Sunshine Coast hinterland. It's very pretty. It's very green. It's also very hot and humid in summer, which I don't really like. Down here where I am at the moment, Northwest Victoria, completely different. Flat, big, wide open spaces. I love the outback. I just love the variety of things that you can see and do. And
well, that's the thing. It's a very big country, and it there's from one place to the next is completely different. It really is.
Yeah. America's like that too. America's just so amazing. I traveled all around America in a caravan, and I just could not believe, it's like in America when you travel from one state to the next, it's almost like they went, oh, look, the scenery changes here. We'll put the state line there. You literally cross from one state to another and you're in a completely different environment. Like, it's crazy. So beautiful, though. I mean,
absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to do that myself, actually. I'd love to do the trip from like the Route 66 trip, from coast to coast. That would be super cool.
I've done it 6 times.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So, very cool.
Thank you to the person who just subbed to me. Thank you.
Carnivore Keith, good on you, mate.
Keith.
Very good, nice.
And Annabelle as
brisket
well.
Is no addiction substance.
Oh,
nice.
Good on you. That's a much healthier addiction. Excellent.
Love your attitude, Lisa. Yeah, very cool.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It's so nice to make a connection. You kind of feel like the only weirdo out there doing weird things and eating weird things, and how much of your time you have to spend explaining it to people when they're kind of like, how does that work?
You don't need to explain it now. You just relax and talk about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Big Todd's in the house. Good on you, mate.
Hey, Todd.
Look at all this trouble. Todd was talking about people waffling on last week. And again, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Lindy and Todd, and another 3.5 hour marathon live. Yeah.
Every Monday. Yeah, every Monday Aussie time. Yeah, Big
Oh my
Todd.
God. Yeah. That's good though. I like Big Todd. He's a lot of laughs.
Todd at, which one's that one? The Carnivore Cure. I have to go check
Carnivore
that.
Yeah.
Cure. Yeah,
We
should
just
check
spoke
that
to
out.
him. That was Todd that was eating the
that's the one
ribeye
in Montana.
in Montana.
Ah, awesome. Okay, yeah, we did have a wee chat.
Yeah, really good guy. Yeah.
He had actually seen me when I was going across America with my car and caravan. Like, I don't know, it must have been, I don't know how many years ago now. It was just before I got rheumatoid arthritis. So it must have been 2014 or something, 15.
Goodness. Yeah,
Yeah.
remembered you. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to subscribe to you too, Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, really good guy. Yeah, a lot of great channels there. On a lot of great American carnivore channels. Actually, a lot of people sort of find. So this is what I like about our channel, our group at the moment. We're starting to build up some Aussie carnivores. It's really good to get it out. So, let's see. Let's talk about a bit of Aussie trivia then, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. I've got a very good question for you here. Who was a star in the 1975 TV show Cash and Company, and also like a minor role in The Man from Snowy River?
Wow.
I got to say 75 is probably a bit before my time because I would have been like
Me
6.
too.
Yeah,
So not
I'm
even.
too much
I will
of a
actually-
spring chicken.
Is it possible to find dairy addictive a personal thing?
Okay, does let's
Good on
see.
you.
I'll give you guys
Lucky you.
in the audience a
Man from
first.
Snowy River. That was a lot later than 75, wasn't it? When was that movie come
Yeah,
out? That was like
80s.
80s,
late
yeah.
85, I think it
Yeah.
was 86, something like that.
Tom Burlington was the Man from Snowy River.
Yeah. But one of
No,
his
you're
friends.
making these questions too hard.
This is a
Well,
hard
you're
one,
Australian.
yes.
Come
Yeah,
on.
but
Has anyone
while you think about that-
listening got an answer about that one?
Yeah,
Was it
let's see
the
if anyone
doctor that was in the
listens to that.
Flying Doctors? Let me just give you another piece of trivia. I am actually just down the road from where they filmed the Flying Doctors.
Oh, very good.
Really?
Yeah, Minyip
right.
down the road. Yep.
Okay, while you think about that, let's answer a couple of questions.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, folks. I'm an addict, sober, and I don't find dairy addictive. Not meaning to be rude, just wondering, is it possible that finding dairy addictive is a personal thing? Yeah, I'd say so. I wouldn't say dairy is addictive. I'd say what comes with it would be addictive in some things, such as ice cream, for example. You're full of seed oils and sugar and things like that. That would be the addictive side of it. But natural raw dairy, no, I don't think that would be addictive for anyone.
But apparently it
wrong.
has a substance in it called casomorphine.
Yeah, casein protein is actually very good for you, but
Casomorphine,
again,
though, with the word morphine in it, I would assume that's probably the semi-addictive aspect of it.
yeah.
it might
Well,
be a
the
personal
other
thing.
thing is we don't really thrive on dairy. We pretty much tolerate it, and it's a tolerance that we build up from like childhood. And you look at every other animal on the planet. No other animal, carnivore or even anything else, drinks milk for the rest of their life. They're weaned off it as very young. So I mean, the only dairy I use now is butter.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But I mean, if I put a bowl of milk in front of my dog or my cat, they will eat it. I don't
drink
have a
it.
cat, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I mean, we will, but I don't necessarily think we need to.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think we build up a tolerance mostly, and that's about it. I don't think it's. But there are protein benefits, fat benefits, and things like that. But again, raw is very different to what you get here in Australia. It's illegal to actually sell raw dairy. So it depends on where you get it and your source and things like that as well. So.
I think Jason Cornick has an answer to the question.
Okay. Well, before we get there, we'll go into the next question. Do you get angry when vegan influencers risk people's health, or do you just think buyer beware? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Wow, having been vegan, am I angry that? No, because it did actually work for some other people. It actually did. And for them, I don't think they're the healthiest bunch of people. When I watch them, they don't look as healthy as the carnivores do. I don't really get angry about anything anyone chooses to do. It's like, you do you, I'll do me, Yeah. But yes, it is buyer beware, and do your own research and try different things and see what works for you. There's only so much you can take other people's advice until you experiment on yourself.
Yeah,
I don't get angry about it. I don't get angry with them for what they're, for being vegan or whatever. The only thing that irritates me is like, I'm a vegan and you should be too, and you shouldn't be eating meat and
You're a murderer.
Yeah, all that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's like
vegans,
you do you and I do me. So
the vegans are very militant, like they're like everyone. If I'm a vegan, everyone has to be, because I say so sort of thing. A lot of them. The only people, I don't get really annoyed with the generally speaking, like vegans or vegetarians, because they think they are doing the right thing. They think they are and they're just trying to be healthy. The people I do get annoyed with or frustrated with are these so-called influencer doctors that are bought and paid for by big corporations. They know the message, and they get paid to push this message out that does influence and does harm people's health, and they do it deliberately, because they get a big payday.
Hey, Susan, I'm actually in Warrnambool right now. Sounds like I've got a neighbour. Yeah, she said she just bought a house in Warrnambool. That's where I am. Come down to the caravan park, say hello.
No, it wasn't in the floating doctors.
Yeah, we're still waiting for the answer.
Yeah.
Was it Jack Thompson? Was he?
Yeah.
He died early on.
Jack Thompson, no.
Yeah.
No, Jack Thompson was in there, but no, that wasn't Jack Thompson. Okay.
I'm just trying to think of which character wasn't in there for long.
Just gonna
was it the
throw
dad?
names out there. Nana Muscuri.
Okay, I'll let you know on this one. Okay, Gus Mercurio.
Oh yeah, him.
Who?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
sorry, Gus, if you ever watch this, or we don't know who you are.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Okay, this guy.
Okay.
You know this guy? Gus Mercurio.
No.
No.
Yeah. He was one of the workers
Australian citizens at Test.
Yeah, in Man from Snowy River, he was one of the workers that helped Tom Burlinson in when he was in a fight, and he was in it right through the film, actually. So
on your Gus.
Yeah.
I kind of like Tom Burlinson, so I kind of was Googling him the whole time.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. Maybe a little bit easier one. Also, Man from Snowy. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here's a really good one. A lot of you guys should get this one, but I'm not sure if many Americans will. But one of the most famous, iconic characters that come out of Australia was Dame Edna Everage. Okay, this was let me see, Barry Humphrey's character. He dressed as a woman, Dame Edna. Okay, can you name another iconic character of Barry Humphrey's?
Oh,
Can I?
Go, Dave.
Are we allowed to answer?
Yeah, Dave. Yeah,
Sir Les Patterson.
yeah.
yeah, I knew
Very
it was a dude, but I couldn't remember. That's so cool.
Actually, I have something for you to watch. Actually, I'll show you. I'll show everyone who Sir Les Patterson is. Okay, because this is very funny, actually.
Beautiful. Good luck to you. And hello there, ladies and gentlemen.
I must do a handful of fascinated.
Yeah, remember, this is the same guy that does Dame Edna
How you
every.
feeling?
I'm not feeling too bad.
Yeah. Of course, images.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
What is it I've got in my hands?
Oh, it's an ointment I'm supposed to use. I was just giving myself a quick application before the show. I'm supposed to use an applicator, but I generally do.
Now let's talk.
You'll be all right on your next trip to the Philippines, mate. Are you with me? No,
Now this thing about image is obviously terribly important. I mean, that's part of your job. Now, what is it? What's the image that you're trying to project?
I think you'd better phrase that again, Michael. I think what is the image that I am bloody successful in projecting? And that is, as Australia, as a thinking organism. You know, it wasn't very many moons ago. What you do to old Brian Humphrey and Headley, the poor bastard was ashes. I seen him out there. Oh, Christ, you must have given him a rough time.
We talked about getting on the grog.
Oh, Christ, it's stuck into him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very good to be here on the Parky Show. You know, you could say this is the International Year of Australia already, couldn't you, Mike?
Well, you could.
It's been fantastic, the publicity we're getting, and largely due to the efforts of my good self. You know?
All right, leave
That
that
is
there.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was Sir Les Patterson. Actually, it was that character was probably my favorite. I think was a lot funnier than Dame Edna average actually, but yeah, that's just me. Yeah, it's I thought it was very funny. So yeah, well, Sir Les. All right. Okay. Here's a easier question for you as well. Who was the host of Blankety Blanks?
Oh,
Oh. I know
I
her
was watching
glasses.
this yesterday.
I'm having a blankety blank about that.
He also had a TV
You were
show
watching it yesterday,
that was
did you
named
say?
after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on Blankety Blanks, and he also had another TV show that was actually named after him.
Come on, Dave, you've got this.
He had big glasses, didn't
Graham
he?
Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
Graham Kennedy.
No?
Yeah, very good, Dave. Well done.
Ah.
Woo.
And you already got that one. Very good.
Oh,
Graham
and
Kennedy.
beat me.
Oh, great.
Nice
And
one,
beat you,
Anne.
mate.
Good job.
Nice
one.
one.
Hmm.
So, one of my subscribers sent. I've got on the front of this live stream on the thumbnail. I've got a picture of Ugly Dave Gray, who was also on
Oh, that's
Blankety
what they were
Blank.
talking
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I was
There you
thinking
go.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big
He was
glasses.
very funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Dave Gray. All right, here's one the Americans might know. Actually, there's a. I don't know if this is a question or not. Tallow. Anyone use tallow?
I use tallow.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Dave. I use
I used to for cooking.
I use it as a moisturizer.
yeah. I use the soap. I use the tallow soap, and I also use
Oh yeah, I got like
Tassie tallow.
Tassie
nice.
On my
tallow.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
only
love
use
how you
tallow
just
soap
had it
now.
right there, Lindy. Like just happen to have it just right next to me right now, as you do. I've got all my carnivore crops right here.
Yeah. Is it sort of?
Yeah, you got to have it handy. You got to prove it. You're a carnivore.
Tallow is
The sausages here.
Yeah.
The snakes.
Sorry, are we interrupting your dinner? Yeah, the person who asked what tallow is, it's beef fat, lard, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's just fat. Yeah, so. No, I thought that was tallow in your man's head. Oh, okay. You thought that was tallow in that Les Patterson's hands.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't think so. That was I think that was something very nasty. Blimey.
It's a biohazard.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so here's one some American audiences might know. Okay, which Aussie actor was in the Tom Cruise hit Kokomo?
I know, I think. Yep. Has anyone else got it?
No.
Brian Brown?
Yes, very good, Lindy.
Oh, that's a blast from the past. Wow.
And 1 point goes to you, and 1 point goes to Dave. We need a scoreboard up here.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. Yeah. I think that's your first one, Lindy, isn't it? Out of the last 3 shows?
Oh, no, I think I got one last time. I'm sure I did.
Oh, actually, I think you did, actually.
Yeah, I think
So
I did.
on the second one, yeah. Very good. You're on a roll now.
Yeah, I got 2 now.
Yeah. Lindy, you're cracking me up, mate.
Oh, great, mate. I love you, Sandra.
What are you doing in
Warwick-Nabil,
mate?
Waiting for my car to be fixed so I can hit the road again. No, this is like the place I come to chill. I love it here.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, like you say, you stay off the road during this period of the year. December, January, and February, sort of very busy roads. Everyone on the road, seeing family and whatnot. So, yes, we did running tap. Yeah, good. Brian Brown.
Yay.
Very good.
Yay.
Hey, so let's see how good you are. Finish the name of this Australian film that had Brian Brown, Gordon Jackson, John Lee, Helen Morse in a town like who?
Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Well done.
1 point for Lisa.
Yay.
Oh, well done. Everyone's got a point. Excellent.
Nice.
We're running our own blankety blank show tonight. Okay. Which iconic Australian film also had a very iconic American actor, Kirk Douglas?
The Man from Snowy River, he was in that.
Yeah. Very good. That's it.
Oh,
Well done, Lisa.
Yeah, you're on fire,
Lindy's on
Lindy.
Very good. Well done. Okay. Let's see. Paul Cronin, Stephen Tandy, Reg Gorman, and Vicky Hammond all starred in this TV show that ran from 1976 to 1983.
Not the Sullivans, was it?
Well done, Lindy.
The one that
Very good.
I remember my grandparents used to watch it. I just remember Paul Cronin, but I just I guessed.
Well done.
That was a
And
good
got
guess.
Alice as
That was
well.
very
There
good.
you go.
Okay. All righty. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, actually, there is actually a question on the thumbnail for this video. Can you, on that thumbnail, can you name the movie that thumbnail was taken from?
Pass. I don't know that one.
Is that the same thumbnail we used, Lindy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had no
Oops, we
idea.
should have found that out. That would have been a good start to get an easy point.
The question's
No.
written on the thumbnail.
I know, but I didn't know what the thumbnail picture
I
was.
can't remember it.
It was quite a hit Australian film.
I'm going to have a look at it now because I'm like,
Yeah.
Anyone in the audience,
hang on,
anyone
let's
in
have
the
a look
audience-
at our own thumbnails.
have a look at the thumbnail. Can you answer the question? Which film is that thumbnail taken from?
Oh. Huh?
Oh, this is like being in school again.
I know. And I can't hide in the back.
Right?
Was this movie filmed in Melbourne?
I think so, yes. Yes, it was actually.
I think I know the movie, but I can't think of the name.
Can you put a
because
picture of the thumbnail up so that everyone can see
Yeah,
it?
it's too little for me to
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that. Just give me a sec. Let's see.
Struth, Lindy, you're rocking it. I haven't heard that. Struth, Lindy.
You're acing it.
Bonza.
Z card.
Let's see. Let's see. Let me present this one.
Sandra's typed in an answer. I wonder if
Sandra's typed in an answer.
Oh, she's written
Z-Cars?
Z-Cars. Is that a movie?
Z-Cars? No, that's not. It's not that. That's not that one anyway. Let's see. I'm just trying to get this up on the screen. So
Actually, I know because we were messaging it back and forth. Where is that message?
maybe video file.
Where was that message?
Be in Instagram. I think
Yeah,
I
that's
sent it
right.
to Instagram,
did.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to find it.
How do I get this up on the screen?
I don't know. That's a good question. You're the tech wizard. Ask Lindy what a dunce I am with tech stuff and how much homework we had to do to even get me on this thing.
Okay, hang on a second.
All right.
I think I might have it.
Okay, I found it on the screen here.
Yeah,
It's
the
like-
the
looks like
words are
cop-
covering the face, so I
Yeah,
can't even
they look
see the
like
actors.
cops. Are they cops or something?
Yeah, well, there's security guards. I'll give you that clue.
Security guards, and there's like is that a camera?
Oh, here we go. Hang on a second.
Some kind of camera, and a little baby Volkswagen down the bottom.
I have no idea. It's before my time, I'm sure.
Well, it's black and white.
No,
Does
it's
it mean
not. It's not.
it wasn't in black and
No?
white, the movie?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Here we go. Here it comes up. This is
Here
the
it comes.
thumbnail.
Okay. Movie. Can you give us a clue, like an era? Oh, hang on. Oh, hey, shush, Pixie. It's just a car driving by.
90s.
Oh, okay. I can see something at the
90s.
back. If I zoom in, it says Master Fire. That's my dog barking. It's just a car driving past. Just let them be. They don't belong to us. Something about fire in the background.
No, there's no fire.
Well, are the words on the back say Master Fire on the door? Maybe it's just fire door.
That'd be like the fire.
That's just
Fire
the fire
door.
escape. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they set up a camera on themselves. Oh,
What's his
Aussie
thing say?
bloggers from back in the 90s.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay, have a look at what is happening. What's on that little remote control car? What's happening?
Oh, is that what it is? A remote control car. It looks. What is happening? Oh, it's got something in the back. It's towing something.
Yeah, it's got a little. The car's got a trailer, and on top of the car is a gun.
Oh, is the camera attached to
Oh,
the
that's
car?
a gun. Oh,
That's a gun. Yeah.
Oh, a gun. Oh, I just thought it was a camera. You're right. It's a gun.
is it chuck another gun on the Barbie?
This is hella obscure, just saying. If it turns out to be a movie that we all know, and we're all going to go, no, you know, like, no, not ringing any bells for me. But
Does it have anyone famous in it that we could know the actor's name?
Not if you're in Australia, yeah, but not like internationally so much.
I thought it was a movie camera too, but it's actually a gun with, I guess, some kind of lens put on top of it.
Okay, I'll give you this one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you remember the movie Malcolm?
No,
I never saw it.
No.
You don't remember Malcolm?
I remember the video.
Oh my God, are you Australian?
Was this a straight to video? Was this a straight to video number?
Yeah, I think this is a video. It wasn't even CD. It was VHS or even better videos. I remember seeing the cover of that guy's face.
Is that what the movie is?
Something.
You gotta be kidding me, guys. Seriously?
Seriously, sorry. Is it a good movie? Should we watch it? Because I'm looking for something good to watch.
Think you
What?
I'd watch it just for the cocky. I like the cocky.
You guys, seriously, I'm having doubts now as to whether you're Australian or not.
Oh, we failed.
I think I do remember this. I think
I haven't seen it.
That scene with the two security guards there. I think I worked in the building where that was shot.
Okay, you may remember this.
Drive this shitty, will you? Open the glove box. All right. What's this for? Steering. Hey? Like a motorbike. Jesus.
Oh, what? This is like an Australian Inspector Gadget.
You still don't remember this, Will?
No.
I'm having serious doubts, guys.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, I got vague memories of it. I've drunk a lot of beer since this movie was released.
Oh my God.
No, looks like shit, someone said.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, it's quite funny. It's quite funny, actually. But because of his gadgets, he gets into robbing banks with his little gadgets and things. So it's quite funny.
So he's basically an Australian Inspector Gadget type of creates things out of things kind of thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, sorry, we failed the Aussie citizenship test yet again. Yeah.
Oh well.
Don't remember the 90s.
I'm sure
I don't remember the 90s either. I was probably doing way more interesting things than watching movies.
I don't remember the 90s. All right, very good. All right, so between
if you don't remember them, that's how good they were.
Okay. Here's an easy one. Hopefully, everyone should be able to get this one. Okay, which Australian film featured a pig that enjoyed singing Christmas carols?
Oh,
yeah, I think we all know that one.
Babe.
Babe, of course. Very good.
Babe.
Okay, do you know the name of the sequel?
Babe
Babe
2.
two.
Babe 2. Come on, Dave. You do it better than that.
Wasn't it Babe 2?
The pig's
Babe
up.
2. I think it has Babe 2 and then there was another word after it.
Babe 2, The Vengeance.
Or Babes something or other. Babes something or other.
Bacon.
Babe Bacon. Now you make me hungry.
Very good. Yeah. Bacon.
Babe. I'm sticking with Babe.
Come on, guys. You don't know the sequel?
The Baconator.
Babe goes to Hollywood.
Oh, very good, Jonathan. Pig in the
Oh, Pig in the
Yeah,
City.
very good.
Nice one,
Babe,
Jonathan.
Pig in the City.
You're a
Well
better
done,
Aussie
Jonathan.
than us.
Yeah. Bet you that was Google search for sure, no doubt. But yeah, Babe, Pig in the City. Very good. Alrighty.
Babe
Peter
to the
Wiggin,
barbecue.
Guy Pearce, Terence Stamp portrayed drag queens in which
Priscilla.
Australian road trip
Yeah.
movie with a
Priscilla.
difference?
Priscilla,
Queen of the Desert.
That's
Very
what my
good.
caravan's named after. My caravan's actually called Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yay.
Oh, very good. Cool.
And can I just give a plug right now, because there's actually a huge festival happening out at Broken Hill, and it's called Broken Heel, and it's all about Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and they're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Priscilla this year. So
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna go to that. Yeah,
Oh,
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and got it too. Yeah, great movie.
Dave is my favorite film. I'll remember that one. Pig in the City. Yeah, good one, Todd. Very good. Next favorite is Homeward Bound. Very good. I'll have to remember that. Yeah. All right. Guys. So, what's happening with you guys on your channels at the moment, Dave?
Just a few interviews coming up. And actually, I'm talking to Lindy tomorrow, which is exciting.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
How about
just
you, Lindy?
Oh, did you finish, Dave?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
David's interviewing me tomorrow. I've got an interview with Alia Wells, possibly Friday. That's to be confirmed. I'm meeting Wellness, I think the Lionesses in March. And 700 plus and counting with Todd, the Carnivore Cure, and Mixed Streams Michael. We do our live every Monday for 3 hours. We just chat. That's pretty good. That's all I've got at the moment. Yeah.
All right, cool. How about you, Lisa? Any plans for your channel?
My plans for my channel, I am going to do a carnivore update at some point. I've been meaning to do that with all my numbers and stats and blood test results and things like that. I've just had a lot going on with car and caravan repairs. So basically at the moment, my channel is kind of focusing on whether or not Lisa's ever going to get back on the road again. So stay tuned.
Very good.
And how about you, DC?
Very good.
Yeah. What about you?
Actually, I did an interview this morning with a very interesting guy. Hopefully, I'll have that edited and I'll have that up soon. And interview-wise, I'm looking now to want to start doing some interviews with some more people. So you three need to start, send me an email and let me know when I can do that with you. And apart from that, not a whole lot. We've got a challenge going on at the moment. This month, we are doing a minimum of 3 rounds of basic Wim Hof deep breathing and 5-minute squat challenge. Okay, so we've got that's on my Facebook group, the Carnivore Challenge group. So we've got that going as well. So that's always something happening. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Let's go through some of these comments. Oh, charcoal roast beef.
Sounds good.
Beef. Yeah, sounds nice.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Mandy. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
And
Nice.
oh, that's good. Excellent.
Nice.
You know, that's the thing too, is there's a freedom that comes from eating carnivore, that you're freeing yourself from the addiction of or the crap food, but also the feeling, like the illnesses, the aches and pains, the just the general feeling like crap. That, you know, it's a freeing feeling, and you feel really good being on carnivore. Feel clean, you know.
Can you, for the benefit of my subscribers who probably wouldn't know your story, just give a quick summary of your amazing story? Because yours is really amazing.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, it's probably longer than, mine's been going for quite a while now, but let me see. Back in 2011, I was living in Japan, and we got hit by the 9 magnitude earthquake. Many more afterwards. The tsunami, rebuilding, and then December 2011, I came back to Australia to see my family, just to basically just let them know that I was fine. And then I got a checkup because I was kind of sick, and throughout 2011, I had trouble with keeping flus and colds away. So I decided to have a checkup when I was in Australia, and found that I was, in fact, stage 4 follicular lymphoma, blood cancer. And that started 3 years of solid chemotherapy, which culminated in a clinical trial and then a stem cell transplant. And I basically spent 5.5 years in bed. It was about 8 years total before I went back to the gym, and just starting to rebuild my life again. So that's, in a nutshell, basically it. Still fighting follicular lymphoma because it's this type of blood cancer is non-curable. The tumors are non-operable. They gave me 2 months on the outside because of my kidney condition at the time to live in 2012. And of course, because I lived in Japan, we lost everything, and we were homeless and living in the Leukemia Foundation for about 2.5 years. So, and then it was after that we started renting a place of our own. So, yeah, long story, but that's the gist of how it got started anyway. So,
Can I kind of just ask everyone individually? I know you probably said it before, but what was it that brought you to carnivore? Starting with you.
Well, like I was basically keto most of my life, but except that, following the guidelines, I was always very lean meats, and always got my macros. You always said my carbs, my veggies and fruit and stuff like that as well. But and I took a lot of supplements and things like that as well. I did have my junk food sort of thing every now and then, but it was never that like a big addiction, except for maybe ice cream. But I was fit, I was healthy, and I thought I was healthy, but I was eating food. I wasn't eating fats. I was avoiding fat as much as I could, and I was eating oils, a lot of seed oils and things like that. So, but afterwards, after the stem cell transplant, I couldn't walk, I couldn't move. Basically, I was stuck in bed for years. So I started deep breathing, and at the time, I was also craving meat. So which for the first time in my life, because I had to rebuild I knew I needed proteins and things like that, but I just thought, well, the hell with it, just eat as much meat as I could, and that really got me moving again. I did go back to like a more keto style diet, and about a year ago now, almost March will be 1 year for strict carnivore. But I've been in remission now for 9.5 years on a low carb diet. Yeah.
Amazing.
And this last year on carnivore has been a remarkable difference. You know, the difference between, like, I've spoken to a lot of good people like Professor Seafried, and they use keto as a therapeutic tool. But the difference between a keto diet, like a low carb diet, and a zero carb diet, like carnivore, is night and day. It's like you're 90% there, but that extra 10% is life changing. You know. So since then, like my bloods, they're actually in a normal, healthy range at the moment. All my markers. Yeah.
That's so awesome. What about you, Dave? How did you come to it?
I was running away from alcohol and sugar.
Yeah.
But to tell the truth, I was a lot bigger back then, so I was actually waddling away from alcohol and sugar. And yeah, it was just getting away from those things, and I was using keto to try and get some self-control. And keto just kind of morphed into carnivore, and it's been 20 months now, so yeah, feeling great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
How about
I
you,
was
Lindy?
much bigger than all of you. You probably put all
Yeah.
of you together.
Your story is
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, like my scales just said ERR error. The highest weight on those were 320 kilos. So I have no idea what my biggest or highest weight was, but I was diabetic, sleep apnea, depressed. I used to go to bed and cry in the morning because I woke up. I didn't want to wake up. I just hated my life, and tried everything. Had lap band surgery when I was 25. Every diet you can imagine, just nothing was sustainable. Couldn't moderate. Just felt hopeless. And yes, found Dr. Berry and thought, oh, I'll just eat meat. Well, I was on my deathbed anyway. I had one foot in the grave. I was housebound for over 6 years, just couldn't do anything. And it's either try this, eat meat, and die of a heart attack and cancer and everything else I'm supposed to die of, or just keep doing what I'm doing and die anyway. I really had no choice, and I thought I'll give it a go. And got my life back. I'm now out driving again. I fit behind the wheel of a car. I'm living life again. And
So great. Yeah.
Still on my journey.
How long's it been for you now?
2 years. 3rd of January was my 2nd year anniversary. So I've lost.
How much do you weigh now?
125 kilos.
Wow.
So I'm still going. So I lost over half of me.
You lost half your weight. Wow.
Yeah, over half my weight. And I've still got a little bit to go. And
that's amazing. More than 200 kilos. That's incredible.
Absolutely amazing.
I can't imagine carrying that much weight around with me.
Well, I can't imagine it now either. But like, I've been overweight all my life, and I guess growing up, you just build the frame to carry that weight.
Yeah.
My family is background Italian, so they were all big. It was just normal. Everyone was overweight, so we all used to waddle, the whole family. And but I weigh less now than before. I had my lap band surgery 25 years ago. So
wow, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
It really is life changing, isn't it?
It
really is.
Never going back. Never going back.
No.
Good on you.
Here's someone. I try carnivore, but can't seem to sustain it. I think one of the biggest troubles people have when they try carnivore, they don't eat enough meat. So when they get hungry, they start looking for other things. They're not satiated properly. Just eat until you are really full, and don't stick to lean meat. Try to have as much fat in there as you can. Like most of my nutrients come from fat, basically. For me, I'm on at least 70% of my nutrients actually come from fat.
Same.
And it keeps you satiated. I don't look for other food at all. I don't miss other food at all. I don't miss coffee. I don't miss anything, actually. I don't miss ice cream or the rest of it. So I think that might be one of the problems that you're having. But if you can't sustain it, it's because you're not eating enough. That's basically it.
And the transition part is hard. Like there is a
is.
transition phase where, and it's kind of like when they tell you, I mean, a doctor told me, oh, these antidepressants, they're going to make you feel shit for a few weeks, but stick at it, which I didn't. But anyway, but if it's kind of like that with carnivore, I find it really is challenging at first. And you forget once you're over that other side that it was really hard. I just stuffed my face. Like I literally just stuffed my face for the first kind of at least month or so while I was kind of adapting to it, and don't worry about weight loss in that early stage. Like it's a whole, you're rebuilding your whole engine system, so
exactly.
As much fat as you can get. I was even making those butter bite things, just frying up butter and eating butter because that felt like a sweet treat, so it made it a little bit easier for me. And I never thought it, but then I could literally slice a slice of butter and eat it like it was a piece of cheese or something. I was just all the meat, super fat, the fattest meat. And my friends are so surprised. They're like, and now the fat just tastes so good, doesn't it? Like it used to gross me out, but now I'm just like, fat, so good.
I was the same. Like I always used to cut the fat away, but now like I'll just fry up just the fat and just eat that for a snack. Or like beef fat, just cut it into squares, and fry it and cook and
go
eat
into your butcher and ask for the fat cuttings. They'll look at you funny and they'll go, "What do you want it for?" And I said, "Because I like it. I eat it, fry it up and eat it."
Yeah, that's right. When I first asked my butcher, he said, "Do you make your own sausages or something? Do you?" I was like, "No, I just like the fat by itself."
Yeah. I'm lucky because my husband doesn't like the fat, so I always get his as well.
Oh, nice.
He cuts it off, hands it to me, like, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, match made in heaven.
Somebody asked a question to you up there, Lindy, I think, somewhere.
Here's a question. DC, do you do vitamin C infusions? I do. I know a 22-year-old girl who was sent home, died after 10 months of chemo for blood cancer. 5 months vitamin C infusions, 2 years cancer free now. Wow. No, I don't. I don't do vitamin C infusions. We get enough vitamin C from the animal fats or just the meat. Okay, so I don't do any supplements actually, for a number of reasons. Most of the supplements you buy nowadays, especially, are plant-based or have seed oils in them, like soy lecithin and things like that are like bonding agents. Okay, from like liquid to solid, liquid for like oil to water sort of bonders. And they, most of them break down in your stomach acid anyway, so I don't do any supplements. And honestly, just the animal meat and lots of fat. I've got to emphasize the fat. My lymphatic system is extremely healthy now. My whole body is, and tumor-wise, the largest tumor that I had is nothing but scar tissue now. So that was wrapped around my aorta, and because it was so big, it was sitting on both my kidneys, and it killed my left kidney, and my right kidney was down to just 12% capacity, which is why they only gave me 2 months to live, because they thought I would have died from kidney failure before without any operation. So I've had many operations on my kidneys, but my kidneys, my right kidney now is 100% just working fantastic. The left one, that's more of a cheerleader for the other one now, but that's about it. So no, I haven't done any infusions like that. I know vitamin C is very helpful for many things, but I think our best source of that, the most soluble and usable sort of vitamins come from meat. we absorb it from the meat, from the fat, and from and the rest of it. And
bioavailable is the word you're looking for.
That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you. The most bioavailable source of vitamins of all kinds come from meat. So that's what I stick to, and it's working. You know, my bloods are doing great.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, Mama Crack, how you doing?
Hi, Mama Cracker.
G'day.
Okay, industrial cereals. Let me see. Industrial cereals are super bad. Yeah, they are. They are absolutely toxic.
Yeah, we're all pretty up on the whole avoid seed oils at all costs. I think that's like rule number one, basically, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. This is another thing too. Yeah, olive oil. People think that olive oil is quite healthy for you and things like that. And you can get nut oils as well, like walnut and all the rest of them. But the fact is, I did show a bit of a video on this recently. I think I might have skipped it, but anyway, these foods are very often, like 9 times out of 10, they are faked. Okay, they make a mix of the oils, and they'll say on the ingredients, it'll be a small disclaimer at the bottom of the label. It's like, this is a mix of oils. Okay, so like it'd be like an olive oil mix sort of thing, or a walnut or coconut oil mix. So you have to be really careful. Like cold pressed, like 100% olive oil is extremely expensive oil. It's not stuff you buy in the supermarket. Okay, just be careful about those sort of things. So stick to lard, stick to tallow, stick to bacon grease and that sort of stuff.
Bacon grease is the best.
Yeah, I love bacon grease. I cook all my steaks in bacon grease.
Yeah.
I'm a sugar addict. Yeah. Sugar is a very hard one to kick. And, wheats and they're also one of the most addictive foods on the planet,
That's probably why I think it's the same person that was struggling to sustain carnivore. That's probably why you've just answered your own question. You're a sugar addict, and going through any withdrawal from any type of drug is not going to be fun. So that's probably why. But like any drug, you can withdraw and you can sustain it, and eventually you won't want sugar anymore, and then you'll be able to sustain carnivore a lot easier. I actually quit sugar 2 months before I went carnivore. So I did the sugar first and then went carnivore, so it wasn't quite so hard for me that way.
No, some people can moderate, and people like me, they have to abstain. I can't have any sugar because that just starts the cravings and triggers all sorts for me, so I have to stay away from it completely.
Well, I think it's better for everyone to stay away from it. Like I can moderate. I don't really have a problem with moderating, but the problem is I have tested this stuff. If I go back to, even just try once, like I tried a cup of coffee and I had a headache for days. I felt like crap. I had some carbs, like I don't know, a couple of days in a row, and I was depressed and felt like crap for weeks, weeks after. So it really doesn't matter if you can't sort of moderate, or you can, it's still going to make you feel like pretty bad.
And that makes moderating down the track a hell of a lot easier. Like I said to you before we came on, like I did slip up and I ate things, and you feel so crap afterwards because you have the come down just like you do. Like it's a drug addiction. You're going to feel crappy after you've done it.
It feels good for
and
like 5 minutes.
It's not worth it. I think it was Anthony Robbins had a saying that nothing tastes as good as thin feels, like I'm like, well, nothing tastes as good as healthy feels, really, at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And like it might feel good for 5 minutes, but it's going to make you feel pretty bad for the next couple of weeks.
Right.
So, brilliant. Dave, anyone who can give up alcohol and doing carni has definitely found the key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Pete.
Especially, you guys don't know how hard it is too. Like in Japan, alcohol is so cheap, and it is absolutely everywhere. So
Yeah.
he's a legend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not like Australia. You can understand giving up alcohol in Australia because it's damned expensive. But in Japan, Jesus, cheap.
Here you can get it in a vending machine and you can sit and drink it on the train. So it's
that's right.
Is there a lot of is alcohol a problem in Japan because of that, or not really?
Japanese people are good moderators, but it's just everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It really is everywhere. Yeah. I mean, you always have your addicts. It doesn't matter where you go. But I mean, when I lived in Japan, we had like every convenience store is full of alcohol, and you can get like a 500 ml can of cocktail or beer for $1. Right. And like where I lived, I had like 3 convenience stores all within like 300 meters of me, and 100 meters in between. There was a beer vending machine. You could buy a 2-liter can of beer for $4.
Gee.
Actually, in America too, I noticed that like the prices of alcohol and cigarettes were so much cheaper. But interestingly, I was sitting at the airport one time and I was talking to somebody and I said something about cigarettes being $50 a packet in Australia, and an American said to me, "Did I hear you right? Did you say cigarettes are $50 a packet?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh man, I bet nobody smokes in Australia." I said, "Strangely enough, I know more Australians who smoke than I did when I lived in America, where they were $5 a packet and nobody I knew smoked at all." So that's what I was wondering, like if it's easier to get,
That's
is there less of a problem?
we noticed. Actually, last time I went back to Japan, I noticed that actually less people smoking in Japan now than last time I was there. But unfortunately, in Australia, it seems to be an increase. I don't know how. I mean, you get these same people who will sit next, will say to you, "I can't do carnivore because it's too expensive," but they'll go and they'll smoke 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes a day.
Right? Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Just crazy. Yeah, question for Lindy. I've been losing my hair lately, and it scared me into buying some veggies and eating them. Feel horrible for it after 2 days. Has your hair balanced out?
Oh, I'm curious about this one too, because I've had the hair loss thing, but I'm wondering if it's just an age thing.
No, I lost a lot of hair, probably because I had such a big and quick weight drop. I don't know, and I was very undernourished. But it wasn't until probably October that it actually stopped, and that's because I did a prime. I just ate like it was my job for a couple of weeks, and I added a lot more fat because throughout the whole journey, I still had been restricting the fat because I'm thinking if you eat fat, it makes you fat. Just all those old things in my head. So when I finally let go of that and started eating the fat, my hair stopped falling out. So I am still very thin, and I'm hoping it's going to come back because my hair used to be quite thick. So I'm hoping that it will come back. But at least
similar problem. Like I've it's not falling out now, but it's still quite thin. I mean, mine was super thick and long.
Yeah.
And I noticed when I wash it, there's a lot less. But I honestly think it was, I was telling about the oxalates pumping out through my head. Like it was so maddeningly itchy. And I remember going to the doctor and going, "Oh, it's so itchy. I'm worried that if I keep scratching my head this hard," because I was scratching it in my sleep. I said, if I scratch so hard, I feel like my hair's going to fall out. It was hard because I kind of thought, oh, is my hair falling out because I've gone carnivore? But then I was like, well, no, it probably was like you said, like we're probably so nutrient starved. Like your hair, by the time your hair comes out, it's been happening inside for a while, So now it is actually like now when I brush it, I don't get like chunks of hair falling out. But there was that transitionary phase where I was kind of like, oh, what's going on here, So
I have.
I think your body's your body's prioritizing healing, and hair is not a necessity. Right. So I had so much that needed healing, so I was probably prioritizing it everywhere else, and the hair sort of gets.
I think it's behind. Also the fact that it's letting go of the old hair that is actually nutrient deficient. So it's actually regrowing the nutrient rich hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so when
it's
just
let's
making
check
it's
back
making
in a year and see how our hair looks a year from now.
Well, I have heard other stories. Other people have said the same thing. Women have lost quite a substantial amount of hair when they
Yeah.
first transition, because
Yeah.
your body does go through a lot of changes, and your hormones
Absolutely.
change as well.
It's a form of stress on
Because
your body. Yeah.
it really is. And especially if you're going directly from the standard Western diet onto a clean carnivore diet,
Or in
your
my
body's
case,
going through a
vegan
lot
to
of hormone
carnivore.
change. Yeah.
Vegan to
Yeah.
carnivore was a bit dramatic, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cleaner though than the standard Western though.
Yes.
Well, Todd, the carnivore cure, he lost his hair when he was 18 years old. He is now growing fuzz on the top of his head.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Wow.
he's like, it's all coming back. So I don't know
Yeah.
if he'll have a
I've
full
heard a
head
lot
of
of stories,
hair, but
even men, regrowing hair, and the color coming back in their hair as well.
I've heard that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. People that had
Look,
been
you
grey
look at
getting the colour
you look
back.
at Rick, the duck man, Rick. His hair, he doesn't have any grey hair.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
very
Yeah.
nutrient rich
Yeah.
hair.
Okay.
we keep you
Welcome.
positive, Sandra. We can do it.
Yeah, that's
Eat
it.
that fat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Vegan to
Question.
carnivore.
Off to Poland, visiting relatives in a few months. Any tips to stay carnivore? Yeah, eat meat.
Don't they? They have a lot of sausages in Poland, don't they? Polish sausages.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Polish sausages. Yeah. Just don't stay away from any processed stuff. Like stay away from the herbs and spices, stay away from the desserts. And I mean, it depends. I mean, it's up to you. If you partake, it's not going to kill you to spend a week or so like having a bit of party food, as long as you can get back onto it afterwards. But if you want to stay carnivore the whole time, the choice is always up to you. What you eat, what you put into your body. And remember that what you do eat is going to affect you afterwards. So if you do partake in all these, drinking and party foods and sweets and vegetables and everything else, you're going to feel it. So it's up to you how much do you want to stay clean?
Just prioritize your meat first. Make sure you eat before you go out to functions or whatever, so that if you are grazing, it's only a little bit and you've got the meat in your belly first.
Yeah. Before any event, I always go out full, satiated. I don't feel like eating at all.
Yeah.
Especially if you got like a family event sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was going to say that about
questions?
sausage too. Sausage usually has all sorts of fillers and weird things in it as well. But yeah, it's hard when you're socializing.
Yeah.
I found it really easy to control my diet because I'm pretty reclusive. I find it really easy to absolutely stick 100% when I'm just here by myself. But yeah, especially like I said, around the Christmas time, like when there was social interaction and meals out and people doing like things and activities, it was harder. And I did fall off the wagon a few times. And I think it's just like with anything, like don't assume just because you ate the wrong thing one day, oh, well, it's no use. I've blown the carnivore, don't use it as an excuse to just slip back into your old ways. Like just if you eat the wrong thing at one point, just go, oops, well, now I feel like crap, and just go straight back on again. Like just it doesn't matter how many times it takes, just keep getting back on the wagon,
Yeah,
really
that's
important.
right. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you fall off. What matters is that you get back on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, I would agree. Whenever you're hungry, just eat loads of fat. Yeah. Absolutely. Question. Actually, I just had to go at that one where Todd had five ribeyes today.
Ribeyes.
Now he's addicted to carnivore.
Well done.
He just finished an 86-hour fast. So
fair enough. Okay.
His prime day.
He's earned it.
He has. He's done well. He's a machine.
We've got a question here from Angela Taylor. What are your favorite meats that you eat, and how do you cook them?
I reckon
I'm into roast lamb at the moment. That's my go-to. I'm having a bit of a steak aversion, so Yeah, roast lamb, just in the oven. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, lamb's great.
Yeah,
What about you, Lisa?
I can't roast anything because I live in a caravan, so it's got to be cooked on a stovetop or barbecue. I agree. Actually, lamb is become something that's lamb chops. Like they're usually cheaper at the moment too. They seem to be on special a lot at the moment. So normally it's Scotch fillet. Scotch fillet is my favorite, and I literally just sear it on one side, flip it over, and as soon as the blood starts coming through, that's it. I'm done. It's pretty much medium rare with lots and lots of butter and lots of salt. I just love that, and it's just the best thing ever. But if I'm getting to the point of, comes steak every day, can get a bit like I don't know, lamb chops. I pretty much alternate between lamb and steak these days, to be honest with you. They're my kind of go-tos.
Yeah. How about you, Dave?
I'm just doing the ground beef every day, so nothing changes. But if I'm going out to a restaurant, then I like a nice eye fillet or something like that.
Yeah.
So if someone else is cooking it for me, I'll have a nice eye fillet. But yeah. How about you, DC?
I just I like chuck steak. Actually, is one of my favorites because it's very fatty and it's very cheap. It's one of the cheapest cuts because it is so fatty, I guess. But apart from that, lamb is another good to go because it's also very fatty. So I like both of those. If I eat ground beef, like my wife makes great burgers, like rissoles. That she makes really great rissoles. But me, like, I would just chuck like half a kilo of minced ground beef into the grill, and that's it. One big hamburger. That's about it. That's for me. Just very easy, simple. The simplest and easiest way to cook for me. Let me see.
Some funny comments coming in here. I'm just chuckling away.
I originally bought 25 pounds of beef fat and put into small sealed bags into the freezer. Yeah, that's good. They've gone using beef. Yeah, beef fat in the air fryer comes out great. It really does. Night all. See you, Todd. You have a good one, mate.
Todd.
Bye.
Thanks for staying up, mate. Yeah, for the cheerleading kidney. Yeah. It's just about the size of a pea, so it's really just more of a cheerleader for the other one.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of the honey that you get is fake as well. It's all just garbage. Yeah.
So much so. I realized that years ago because I was looking I think I was looking for maple syrup, and it was in the syrups aisle. They had like a butterscotch syrup and I don't know, caramel syrup. And when I read the back, it said made by Capilano. And that just sent huge alarm bells off in my head because I'm like, Capilano, don't they make honey? Why are they selling butterscotch syrup and caramel syrup and these sugary syrups that are dark and flavored, and based on sugar? And I was like, they probably, most of their honey is probably that base sugary syrup with honey flavoring in it.
Yeah. There was recently I think like just a few years ago they were in court defending themselves, but apparently according to the law that they only need to have like 5% of it to be actually honey. The rest of it can be anything they want.
There you go. I just cottoned on to that literally years ago. And the only honey, even when I was doing the vegan thing, the only honey that I ever ate was raw, organic, from a proper source. Like I wouldn't even go to anything in the shops. I will never buy honey at a supermarket based on what I saw in that instance. It's like, it's sugar syrup with honey flavoring.
Yeah, basically that's all it is. It's just sugar syrup with different flavoring with most of it. So it's just it's a complete scam. Yeah, the major food industry here around the world now is just shocking. It really is. Actually, there's a good interview. Was it Callie Means? I just put up a video yesterday. Actually, you guys should check that out. Some of the highlights I put up. But he's talking about that. Some of the things they do. few birds I'll work with get more hair loss when they change their diet quickly or in winter time. Yeah, it changes with your hormones, and when you change your diet, your hormones will change, especially if it's a dramatic, like a sudden change as well. You got to give yourself time.
Yeah.
But it always comes back. Yeah. So, what's this one? DC, totally agree with the supplements. Yeah. But I mean, the vitamin C infusions are a different thing. It's not a supplement thing. There's a very big difference between supplements and infusions. So you're gonna obviously infusions you're gonna absorb, obviously. Yeah.
Praying for you too, Maria.
Praying for you, Maria. Honestly, I hope it helps you very much. Do everything you can to fight it, and try as hard as you can. So you can do it. I'm proof.
If you're on carnivore, you're taking a good step in the right direction. So
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Being on as clean a diet as possible, as nutrient rich as possible. And not
no
just
sugar, right? And no sugar.
That's right. No sugar, no seed oils. But also, things like what I was talking about before, only use tallow soap, things like that as well. These things you absorb in through your skin as well. So try and stay away from chemicals like that as well, like soaps and shampoos and things like that.
Yeah, less grey. That's great.
Good.
Save more money.
Yeah. He goes through, 4 to 6 week phases, of growth. Assess improvements. It takes at least 3 months. Yeah, exactly. It takes time.
Yeah, mine's definitely stopped falling out. I was taking it out in clumps, but now I can brush my hair without an issue. But just waiting for the new growth to pop in now.
Yeah. My wife is getting color back. That's good.
Wow. There you go. Things to look forward to.
Try and get as many of these comments as I can, guys. But if I skip through on, just sorry if I miss some of your comments. But if you have questions, please put the cues in front, and I'll try and get to as many as I can. Okay, I think there's a question here. Return my question earlier to Dave about his funny quote on his reaction video. It was, eat meat, and replied to, how do you start doing carnivore diet?
I remember saying that, but I can't remember where I was when I said it. But
it's going to become your catchphrase now. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very much. I mean, it's like I said, this is the simplest way to eat, way to live. All you have to do is eat meat, get full, and relax. That's it. You don't have to. I know people get obsessed with measuring things, weighing things, and doing all these other things. We are not meant to live like that. We're not meant to. Our life is not meant to be built around what we eat and how much we eat and all that sort of stuff. Just eat the meat, eat the fat, and get on with it. Get on with your life. It's supposed to be as easy as breathing. It's the next basic instinct of life. Okay, you breathe and you eat. That's it. All right.
Just keep it simple.
It is a really important point. There's a really important point because I think we've talked about this before, but animals don't worry about this. No other species worries about this. No other species tries to make it as complicated as we do. It's only us that think we need to manage things, and it shouldn't be that difficult, right?
No, it shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be that hard. I've never seen a lion, measure its ketones. So why bother? Honestly, seriously. I mean, the only reason I take bloods every few months is, for my condition, and I have to keep an eye on my blood markers. But apart from that, why would you bother?
Mm.
All right, guys. So let's have a couple more questions here. Let me see. Something not too difficult. Okay. In which Australian film were the lines "Tell him he's dreaming" and "How's the Serenity" spoken
The
by Daryl?
Castle.
Carnivore.
You got in first, Lisa. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. So.
That is a good movie.
Lindy,
It's a classic.
Lindy, oh my
quirky
God!
Aussie
You haven't
flick.
seen The Castle. You haven't seen The Castle. You haven't seen Malcolm. I'm seriously doubting whether you're Australian or not.
I saw The Man from Snowy River about 100 times.
Oh, okay, that
I
makes up
studied
for it.
half the world.
That's all right.
Go watch The
Oh,
Castle.
It's all right.
It's brilliant.
Lindy,
I'm
don't
half
feel bad. I haven't
Italian.
seen the man. I haven't seen The Man from Snowy River, so don't feel
Oh, there
bad.
you go. There you go.
Dave, seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
That's so good. I've actually been to The Man from Snowy River hut. That's really, the old little shack.
Yeah.
Drove up
Okay,
there.
then here's one you may know. I think it was a pretty good movie. The Australian movie The Dish was released in 2000 and stars the New Zealand actor Sam Neill. What or who is The Dish?
It's a
Satellite
satellite,
dish.
isn't it?
Hey?
Satellite dish.
I
I haven't seen the movie either.
Close.
Cornflakes dish.
I know where it is. It's up near Narrabri somewhere because I've been there. It's a dish. It's a dish that picks up
radio telescope. Very good, Aid. Well done. At least there's an Australian in the audience.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. All right. Not bad. Actually, who can tell me in the movie The Dish, who was Sam Neill's co-star, an American actor?
I didn't see it. Sorry. I have no idea.
Oh my God, Lindy, you're killing me.
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna go with Joan Rivers.
Is this another one of your random replies? Is it?
No, Nana Muscuri. No.
An American actor.
Demis Roussos.
I think it sounds like Dave's fallen off the wagon tonight. I think he's been drinking.
Nah. Come on, you guys.
Come on, anyone?
Somebody's save us here.
Yeah, it needs some help. Jonathan Shoke, is it?
No. An American actor in The Dish, co-starred with Sam Neill.
I'm going to do a Dave and say Tom Cruise.
Okay, he is quite popular in other TV, a lot of American TV shows. So I'll give you this one. It's Patrick Warburton.
Who's that?
Who's that? Oh my God.
Warburton is a place in Melbourne, right?
I know Warburton very well.
Okay, Patrick
I'm sure there's
Warburton.
a Patrick that lives there.
Yeah. Patrick Warburton is in TV shows like Jerry Seinfeld. The Tick, the original TV show, The Tick.
I'm gonna have to turn my lights on. I'm sitting here in the dark in a minute. Hang on a sec.
Rules of Engagement.
Him.
Yeah,
he was Elaine's boyfriend.
Rules of Engagement. Yeah, Elaine's boyfriend in Seinfeld.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let me see.
That's better. Let there be light.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Swedish band ABBA have always been popular in Australia? Which Australian movie starring Toni Collette heavily features the songs of
Muriel's
ABBA?
Wedding. There you go.
Yay!
Yeah, very good, Lindy.
You're the
I've
champion
seen that one.
tonight. Oh, I'm glad you've seen that one. That's a good one
Yeah.
too. I think you got
Very
the
good.
most points now. I think you're the champion tonight.
Oh,
That's pretty
Alright.
good
Speaking of-
considering I haven't seen. Go on.
speaking of ABBA, do you know that ABBA tribute band Bjorn Again?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I interviewed one of the members on my channel. He's a
No
carnivore.
way.
Ah,
Yeah,
Must
wow.
that's
put
interesting.
link down below.
yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
You're
now
terrible,
last
Muriel.
one. I think this one. Let me see. Everyone should get this one. One of the most iconic Australian movies. Okay, Mad
Crocodile
Max,
Dundee.
1979, was the first of a series of dystopian road movies. Mad Max 2, 1982, was known as Road Warrior in the US. In this movie, a very well-known actor was starring in only his second movie. Who was he?
Willy Wonka.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I thought you were gonna like Tina Turner from
I'm
Thunderdome. But that was
gonna
number 3 or
do a
something.
Lindy on this one. I actually haven't watched the Mad Max movies.
Yeah, I haven't watched him either.
I watched the
You don't have to
Thunderdome.
watch these ones to know who the actor is, though.
Oh,
Oh,
Mel
really?
Gibson. I know Mel
Yes.
Gibson.
Oh,
is it? I
there
was
you
thinking of
go.
someone else.
How did he
Oh.
do
Not
both
get that.
stars?
Everyone knows it's Mel Gibson, surely.
Yes.
Yeah. Mel
Yes.
Gibson.
No?
Mel
Oh,
Gibson.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You are definitely the champion. Woo.
Well done. Lindy's the champion tonight.
Yeah.
So I do have suspicions as to whether she's Australian or not. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there tonight anyway. So well done, everyone. If you have any last minute questions, please get them in now. And otherwise, we'll just go around and we'll all say goodnight and leave a little bit of advice. What would before we go, what is your favorite thing about the carnivore diet? Lisa?
Meat.
Meat? Yeah.
Food
Very good.
freedom.
Coming from a vegan, coming from an ex-vegan, meat is her favorite thing about the carnivore diet.
Yeah, I love the food freedom. I'll just
Yeah.
got that off switch now. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The freedom from all the other addictive sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Time for me. Just having so much time back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Here's a question: what do we all win? Well, actually, not many people in the comments answered the question. So you win nothing. But but
Set
I
of
will
steak
say,
knives.
I will say,
Steak
if you are a carnivore, you win a big steak, and it's waiting for you in your fridge right now.
right. Yeah.
Mm.
Good
Yeah,
health. Yeah, that's
simplicity is
true. We should have all answered that first, but yes, good
Yeah.
health is definitely the best thing about the carnivore diet, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of great things actually. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in the carnivore community, and meeting a lot of different people has been pretty good. But yeah, they're all good points. The food freedom, the addiction freedom, independence. For me, I think it's now I am completely medication free, and that feels amazing.
Mm,
Right,
Mhm.
to be independent of pharmaceuticals, to be in control of your health, that is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Right? It is
Yeah.
an amazing feeling, you know. So I think take charge of your health, and yeah, everything changes for your whole life. So that's it for me anyway.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd say
Okay, everyone. I hope you all had a great night. We had a great time doing this
Yeah.
tonight. So thank you all for
Yeah.
joining us.
Yeah, thank you,
And,
Lisa.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Wendy.
Yeah.
Thanks. And
Have a
thanks,
great night,
Steve.
everyone.
All right.
care.
Next
catch you
week,
later.
more Nana Muscuri questions.
I got the
Demonstration.
Yeah. See, okay, I hope everyone in the audience can see what do I have to put up with, eh?
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you guys.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Stacey. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.